So in this video, I just want to talk about how I lost the weight. I made videos, a few of them, similar to this before, but I want to make one more right now, and I'll probably make one more when I hit my goal weight of like 150. I just want to get like straight to the point, like straight to the facts, what I did.
Always on a high, you were always on my mind, dear Wichita. The days we were toast would never grow old here in Wichita.
Because you guys keep asking me, like, the specifics. First thing I did. But usually what I would do is when my son goes to sleep, I would just like sit there on my phone and just like watch stuff. I know, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys do this. I would research. If I didn't feel well, I would try to be like Dr. Rachel and try to figure out what's wrong with me. And I knew like deep down the reason why I didn't feel well because I was extremely overweight. So I decided to start researching how to lose weight. And a lot of the YouTubers that I came across, they never really got to the point. They never really gave you a straight answer. Everyone was always just like be in a calorie deficit, eat healthy, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and exercise. So, honestly, I'm just not really with the exercising. I know a lot of you guys try to get on me about it. I say this just to make it known that it is a common misconception that you have to have fitness in order to lose weight. You do not. And if you do, then why have I lost so much weight already? Okay, just a question. Once again, I'm not telling you not to work out. I do strongly believe that working out is very important for health and longevity, etc. But a lot of people feel discouraged to lose weight and start their weight loss journey because they think that they have to work out. And that's one thing that always kept me from losing weight because I never wanted to work out. I just tried it so many times and it just was counterproductive for me. This message is for people who don't want to work out. This message is for those who feel discouraged to start their journey because they don't feel comfortable working out. You do not have to work out to lose weight. Yes, in the future, you might end up enjoying working out. You might end up being a friggin', I don't know, like a bodybuilder, who knows? But to start your weight loss journey, you just need to fix the way that you eat. So a few of the videos that I saw, people would mention the word keto with a bunch of other diets that you can try. And I never heard that word before, so I figured let me look it up and see what is keto. Then I stumbled across a bunch of different keto testimonies, people's success stories with keto, and the testimonies seemed pretty legitimate. So at first I was like, oh boy, like another diet that probably is not gonna work for me, but I just decided to give it a try.
Now for all you bullies, you weight loss workout bullies who like to peer pressure people into believing they have to work out to lose weight, this video is not for you. Okay? It's really not, because people like you are the reason why a lot of people feel discouraged. You're the reason why a lot of people don't want to go to the gym. You're the reason why people consistently stay overweight.
The U.S. obesity epidemic continues to worsen. The latest reports show that 40% of U.S. women are obese, and American teenagers are also continuing to put on weight. The two reports from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that efforts to encourage Americans to lose weight, at least to stop putting on more weight, are having little effect.
If you feel as if it's crucial to exercise to lose weight, do you, okay? You don't need to force your opinion on others. It's completely unnecessary. There are so many different ways to achieve results in anything, okay? If that works for you, great. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. But do not force your opinion to work out on others. What works for you does not work for everyone. Okay? You sitting up there telling somebody they need to work out to lose weight, to be healthy, for longevity in life, whatever BS you want to talk about. Okay, cool. Okay, how can I say this? If that makes you feel good, if working out makes you feel good, that is good news. But not everyone feels that way. So keep it to yourself. I'm not saying that working out is unnecessary. I'm just saying to get yourself started, if you feel discouraged, you can still have great results with your weight loss journey without working out. These are the facts, okay? These are straight facts. You can disagree if you want to, but you're just going against facts, so that's cool. Just, this video's not for you. Anyway, so for those of you who feel the same, hello. I totally understand how you feel. You feel discouraged because you don't want to work out. And I feel like even if you do want to work out, like for me, like I want to work out. I feel like I want to work out. I feel it in my bones, like that I want to. I really want to. But carrying an additional 100 pounds on your body makes things quite difficult to do that. Just walking down the stairs, I'm about to have a heart attack. 100 plus pounds, more than I weigh now. So working out, yes, you can go walk or whatever, but it's not a physical thing. Obesity is mental. You are just depressed because of the weight. It makes you feel sick. So I feel like it's important for people who don't understand, haven't seen it be done. You can lose a little bit of weight to get yourself going, to give yourself some momentum, to then be physically active. So I'm not encouraging sedentary behavior, but I'm just saying don't feel discouraged if you don't feel comfortable working out right away. You can still have results, as I did. Yes, I have loose skin.
I want people watching this video to understand that you should never let loose skin or anything else stop you from going for your dreams. And my dreams are to be very happy in my skin, and I am. Loose skin and all, I'm happy with where I've come from and where I am at now.
And those people who make videos, those people who talk about, oh, I don't have loose skin, I lost over 100 pounds. Those people lost that weight over a long period of time. Those people lost that weight very gradually, and they exercised throughout that entire process. Right now we're talking extreme weight loss fast, okay? It's impossible to not have loose skin. And you know what, the loose skin that I do have, I'm totally okay with it. Because when I get down to my goal weight, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off all the skin and then tattoo up the scars, okay? And I'm okay with that. So you do what's best for you, and others will follow along, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna continue on to the old footage, okay?
So I'm gonna tell you straight up that I did keto to lose weight. So I just spent a lot of time researching it and what it is and how it works. How do you follow the diet properly? Right away, I just started trying to track my food. I didn't have a scale right away. The first month, I didn't have a scale and measuring spoons. I would just wing it. I guess lazy keto in a sense. But I would just estimate what a tablespoon was. And I would estimate how much 5 ounces of meat was. When I got my scale, I realized that I was way off. And then once I got the scale, I started dropping weight like crazy because I was actually tracking my food properly and everything was to the T of how much fat and everything I was consuming. In the beginning, I was using coconut oil. Also, in the beginning, I was really hesitant to do any random diets because of me nursing him. I just decided to just give it a try. At first, also with the breastfeeding, at first I was super dehydrated and I just made sure I kept drinking lots of water and everything was fine. I noticed actually since eating keto, I feel like the nursing has actually gotten much better. I feel like he was getting more nutrients than he was when I was eating vegan. I felt like that because he would stop eating regular food. He would just want to nurse all day. And I guess it's because of the high fat and all the nutrients from the food that I was eating. With the breastfeeding, my son was already 7 months old, so I figured it's about time to wrap up the breastfeeding anyway. So I figured I'd rather risk losing my milk supply than risk my life from having so much weight on me. So that's just a chance that I took, and it just ended up working out. They say if you are breastfeeding and you want to lose weight, they say you should add on 500 calories just for the breast milk. So say you need to consume 1,500 calories a day, you should be adding on an additional 500 calories, which you should be consuming 2,000 calories. But I didn't do that. I did 1,500 calories. And we were fine. So that's just my story about the breastfeeding and the keto. Also, I've been asked quite a few times if I think that the breastfeeding helped me lose weight. I don't think that it has because I was 320 and gaining.
and breastfeeding. I think that the weight loss only happened once I started doing keto.
Yeah, so in the beginning I was using coconut oil as my fat of choice, but right now I'm in Eastern Europe, so coconut oil is very expensive here. It's not like America where you can just get coconut oil anywhere for like super cheap. So then I started using olive oil as my fat, and I would use coconut cream and coconut milk. I would alternate between both. I would do like a mixture of both. I would just get cans of that and I would use that for a lot of fat. I would keep things super simple, mostly because of where I'm located. It's really hard to get a lot of things here. So I just kept things as simple as I could and just made sure I followed the diet as best as I could. I started weighing myself on the scale and I measured myself with measuring tape like after like 3 months of doing it. The first month I lost like 30 pounds. Like it just fell off and I was just like, okay, this is it. This is definitely working and it's not difficult. Also, I fasted like right away. I was looking into intermittent fasting and I started fasting immediately, like the first week that I was doing the diet.
A lot of the people who have been doing keto for a long period of time, they get really defensive when the word diet is used with keto in the same sentence. When I say diet, I literally just mean a way of eating. Obviously, if a diet is working for you, you're going to do it over a long period of time. It's really not that deep, okay?
So I would start eating at 12. No, what I did was I started eating at 10 and I would stop eating at 8. And then I moved it up to 12 and I would stop eating at 7. And gradually, as I kept going and losing weight, I just kept seeing so much results. So I was just like, what if I eat less? What if I eat for a smaller window? So I just kept eating for a shorter period of time. The lowest that I would do was like OMAD, 1 meal a day. And then I would alternate that with like eating from like 4 p.m. till like 6 or 7 p.m. What really helped me get through in the beginning was having like 90-second bread with like sweetener in it. And peanut butter really got me through. And like just nuts and coffee and tea. I don't really need to drink coffee. Like it doesn't really affect me. In fact, coffee makes me tired, actually. But I would drink that because I could put a sweetener in it, and that helped me cut the cravings of sugar. I had a lot of temptations with my son's snacks, but when I was in ketosis, I noticed that honestly, like I had no interest in eating, really. Like it just felt like just the smelling food made me want to vomit. Like I had to force myself to eat most days when I was in the beginning of my diet. And that really helped me lose weight a lot. In the beginning, I was like walking every day. I would just put Yuri in the baby carrier and I would go walk. I don't know how long I was walking, but I would track it. I would try to walk 10,000 steps every day. And I just stopped doing that after the first month. I don't know why. I just kind of just felt, I think because where I'm located at, it's not like the most comfortable environment for people of color. So I just felt like I just didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to like see people. So I just stay indoors for the most part until I leave here. But even then I noticed the weight definitely I think came off a little bit faster in the beginning because I was walking, but I've been pretty sedentary and I still have extreme weight loss. So on average in the beginning I would lose between 5 and 8 pounds a week. Now I lose pretty steadily between 2 to 5 pounds a week. It just depends on how strict I am. Also, we're gonna stop for a second for a commercial break. Like paint things that are related to weight loss, since this channel has a lot of weight loss subscribers. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to that theme, but like make merch relevant to weight loss and like put like cool expressions with it. Also, there's prints of this, and this original painting is available on my website, racheldrab.com. Okay. But I'm still gonna like switch things up on the channel, do like different content and stuff. And you guys, I took a poll that was like, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet to me. Like, so motivating. Thank you everyone who left me a comment and everyone who voted for the poll about what you guys think the channel should be like. That was really cool. So I have shirts for sale. Too soon? Moving on. So when you guys asked me, you were asking me, you ate all your calories you allotted for the day. I allotted myself 1,500 calories a day. And you asked me, after you ate all your calories for the day and it's now time to fast, what do you do when it's getting late in the evening and you're hungry? I experienced this every single night for the first 2 to 3 months. I was starving. I would eat my food at like, my last meal would be like 5, 6. I would really try my best to eat right before my window was about to end. So my eating window ended at 7. I would be 6:30 in the kitchen eating something, a big meal. And I would stay up all night painting and drawing and editing footage. So by like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm starving. Well, literally what I would tell myself is, Rachel, you cannot be serious right now. Like, you are not gonna eat anything right now. Like, you're about to finish what you're doing and you're gonna go to sleep. That's what you need to do. And my stomach would literally be screaming for food, and I would just force myself to get over it. Like, get over it. I've made so many excuses for everything in my life. Like, I come from a very dysfunctional family, and I would always use that as an excuse to just be like a slacker. So my weight is no exception. And at this point in my life, at this age and this time, I'm just like, I can't keep making excuses. Like for what? Like, I can't keep letting what has happened to me in my life hold me back from having success. So whether that's with my weight loss, whether that's with my career, whether that's with my child. I have 2 children, by the way. So yeah, as far as Yuri goes, I'm not really too sure about putting him on the channel anymore either, because when people feel the need to tell me that I'm doing something wrong with how I'm raising my child, or people feel the need to have something to say about my child, I feel like triggered. So I'm probably not gonna put him on the channel much anymore. I know you guys love to see him. I know it brings you guys a lot of joy to see him, but to keep my blood pressure down, like, I really just need to just not give the trolls any like reason to say anything. And I know a lot of you guys who say something, you're not really trolling. It's just you're older and you feel like you have the right to tell a person how to raise their child. Everybody feels like they have the right to tell a person how to raise their child, but I'm the wrong one. Like, I just can't tolerate it. I have 0 patience for that stuff. So I'm gonna keep him off. I mean, it's my fault, because what do I expect to happen when if I put my life in public eyes? Obviously, I'm opening myself up to criticism from whoever. So that being said, it's obviously my responsibility. If I cannot handle it, then I need to like take myself out of that situation. I still want to make content, but it's just, I can't have anybody targeting my child. So I just need to keep him up. Maybe in the future, when my husband comes back from the States, I'll include it a little bit. But for right now, I'm probably going to keep Yuri off the camera, because I will cut it. So I would just fight through. You have to decide. You have to make a choice. If you keep making excuses, as like, say this apple right here, there's orange and apple sitting right next to me. Before any diet, I would just eat this, because I would just start snacking on it just because it's right here. I'm not even hungry, but I would just eat it just because. But with this, like, eating this way, eating a high-fat diet, just the thought of eating, I have no interest in food. Like, it just made me lose any interest in eating anything. So if I can lose weight, you guys, anybody can lose weight. Anybody and their mother can lose weight if I can. I've been overweight my entire life. I'll insert pictures. I don't know how old I was here, but here's me and my brothers and my grandma and I, my mother and brothers and I, me in high school with my friends, me and my brother and I, me when I was like 18, still 18 here. I was probably 19 there. This is when I was pregnant with my first son. This is my first son and I. Me when I got baptized. I have been huge my entire life, and I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining. And I would refuse to be one of those people who have been overweight since they were a child, and every year that passes, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. I refuse to have a life like that. I know, and I always felt like I was trapped inside this fat suit. I always felt like I looked a certain way, but then when I would look at myself, I would look nothing like I thought I looked. Or I always thought I looked a certain way, and then I would take a picture of myself, or somebody would take a picture of me, and I would just be like, is that what I look like? And my husband, I would ask him, is that what I look like? He'd be like, yeah, what's wrong with it? My husband doesn't like skinny, but my husband, and you guys asked me what my husband thinks about it. Honestly, like my husband's very athletic. He feels like happy wife, happy life kind of situation. So if I'm happy with myself, no matter what I look like, if I'm happy with myself, then he's happy because I'm in a better mood, obviously. So if I'm happy being 320 pounds, like obviously he wants me to lose weight to be healthier, but if I'm in a good mood, if I'm comfortable, then he's cool. Me losing weight, obviously he sees I'm super happy, so he's happy about it. So there's the topic of my husband. My husband will be back in like a month, so I'll start doing videos with him. You guys keep asking me to like make vlogs with him in it. I will when he's here. So there's that. Lastly, I just want to say, you guys make things so complicated. Keto is like so simple. Just track your food. I can't like advise you what to do if you do not want to track your food. I understand you have a lot of things going on, but again, I feel like that's just another excuse. I have a lot of things going on also. It's just an excuse. You just have to decide. If you can't track your food for whatever reason, then I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just telling you guys what I did. And I hope you guys are not taking it the wrong way. The way that I speak, that's how I speak to myself, and that's how I got through. That's how I got to where I am right now. I still have a ways to go. I still want to lose like another 70 pounds, 80 pounds I want to lose still. And I still have a way to go, but at least I'm on the right track. And if you cannot be hard with yourself, if you cannot like put your foot down with yourself, then how are you going to have success? That's just it. Like, you're not going to have success. Like, I refuse. Like, food addiction, I feel like is probably the worst addiction because you have to eat. Like, you have to consume food to survive. People who have like substance abuse addiction, I feel like that's easier. And don't take it the wrong way, I have a history of substance abuse also, just like a lot of people do. And that was very easy to overcome because I don't have to have those things. Like, just take yourself out of that situation. Don't be surrounded by those things. It's very easy to stop abusing substances. That was like whatever, but food is a whole nother story. Like, I will replace substances with food. So I refuse to let myself be sick because of food. Like, if I kept going on the path that I was going, eating as I was eating, that would be me literally sitting here and saying that food has power over me. Like, come on, dude. Like, you cannot sit here and say that food has control over you. How weak can you possibly be? This is so sad. This is extremely upsetting to allow food to dictate my future. This is just stupid. And that's how I talk to myself. And I think that's the reason why I've had some success with this. So just don't be too hard on yourself, but be serious. Like, you need to really reevaluate your life. If you cannot have success with keto, then you definitely have a lot of issues that you have to work through, and that's understandable. So I hope you guys found this video encouraging. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.